All right, Coach. NCAA Great Lakes Regional up at Wisconsin this week. Really an opportunity to showcase your program and highlight your season. What are your goals and expectations going up to Madison?
Well, we're currently ranked 15th in a Great Lakes Regional. Our goal since the start of the season has been top 10, and actually the first time we got rated, we were rated 10th. And we look at those teams that are rated in front of us, many of those teams, just ahead of us, and we think we can compete with them. We think that there's a lot of those teams that we can beat. And so that's kind of our goal. We still want to be in that top 10. So that's the primary goal going in, and I think we can do it.
Now, I know ultimately you'd love for the program to get some individuals out, and obviously the team to get to nationals. You're probably still a ways away from that. But what do guys need to do in terms of having an opportunity to get out? Maybe not this year, but in years to come.
Well, I think this year will be like a stepping stone. It'll be that first time that we're actually kind of in the running, even though we're 10th at least. They'll probably take 5 teams out. I think next year with the growth of this team, with the guys we've got coming back, we're a very young team, and possible guys we have coming in. I think next year we really have a good shot at least making a run for those top 4 or 5 spots. The thing that's kind of funny about the Great Lakes Regional is, it's too hard to know all the teams that are in there. There's so many teams in there, like 30-some teams in there, and there's a lot of very good teams, a lot of teams that we've never seen before. So when you get in this meet, you just have to kind of run your own race or kind of key off of teammates, because you can get lost in this race. There's so many good people, and you could be used to running always like Joey, for example, running in the top 5 or so of every meet you're in during the entire season, and you get in the Great Lakes Regional, you could be 35th and be running a great race. So sometimes you get in a race like this and you kind of get lost, kind of in a shuffle, and you kind of think you're running bad, but you just have to kind of look for teammates and just run the best you can. Every point counts. Every person you pass is going to count. And I think our guys will realize that going in, but we've been up there before where we kind of got swamped. We went out with the Wisconsins and stuff like that, and then you're with the Wisconsins for like the first mile, and then you're back toward the back of the pack at the last mile. So I think we've learned from previous races up there, and our guys are ready, and they've got their goals set high, and I think they'll do very well.
Now, you don't have a ton of freshmen running this year as opposed to last year where you had more freshmen in the lineup. Do you anticipate your guys being a little starry-eyed of the bigger schools when they get up there?
Well, I think that, yeah, I think that we've got a couple freshmen in meet. Peyton Reed's in there and Damon Pruitt's in there. We're just going to have to talk a lot with them, and we're going to have to just try to get them to kind of run with a teammate, that kind of stuff. Because, yeah, it's easy to get kind of lost, get kind of swamped. And but I think, with what we tell them, and hopefully they'll pull it off. I mean, Peyton could be key. I mean, Peyton could be in our top 5. He could really help us, because the difference between being in the top 15 or being in the top 10 is only a matter of maybe 10 or 15 points. That could be one runner having a good race or a bad race.
Now, lastly, this Wisconsin course, it's pretty well known throughout running circles. What challenges specifically does this course provide, or how would you describe this course?
Well, it's a fair course. I mean, it's not terribly hilly like IU's course is very hilly. And it's a nice course, very well manicured, very well laid out. It's a good spectator course. So I think that's probably the reason it's been there the last couple of years, because it is such a good course, well groomed, and it's just a good cross country course.
All right, best of luck this weekend, Coach.
All right, thanks a lot, Ed.